Welcome to lesson 62, changing improper fractions into whole or mixed numbers. Now in the mathematical world, we don't like fractions that are improper, that are top heavy, that have a bigger number in the numerator than the denominator. Okay? It's better to simplify and write those numbers out as mixed or whole. So I have two numbers on the board, 3/3 and 4/2. And remember that middle line is a division line on a fraction. It is a dividing line. So the first number says 3 divided by 3. Well, how many 3's fit in 3? 1. So 3/3 is 1. Instead of writing 3/3, you should write 1. And then here we have 4/2. That is improper because the top number is too big. 4 divided by 2. How many 4's fit into 2? 2. Now both of those division worked out perfectly with nothing left over. So you just have a whole number. However, some numbers won't have just a perfect fit. So like number 3 says 6/5. Now keep in mind that 6/5 is like saying if you had some pie, you have 5 pieces, it's in fifths, remember, and it's all shaded in. But you also had an extra piece. Now how much of this pie do you have? You have one whole and an extra fifth. So you have 1 1/5 pieces. Now mathematically, and I like my students to do this in their head, okay, is to divide here. 6 divided by 5. So how many 5's fit into 6? You can do this in your head. Okay? 5 fits into 6 once, with how many left over? With 1 left over, and the bottom always stays the same. We're still talking about fifths. Okay? So 5 fits into 6 once, with 1 left over, once with 1 left over, and the bottom stays the same. 1 1/5, 1 1/5. Okay? You have a whole, plus you have some extra. Okay? Now if you don't like to do that in your head and you want to do the math, well, it's 6 divided by 5. Show your little division symbol here. 5 goes into 6 once. 1 times 5 is 5. Sister subtract. Brother bring down. I have 1 left over as my remainder, and the 5 always, the divisor always goes to the denominator. Divisor, denominator. Okay? 1 1/5. Let's try it on number 10, where you have to do some adding and reducing into a mixed number. Okay? Number 10 says 6/9 plus 8/9. Well, let's do that in our heads too. If you have 6/9 and you're going to add 8/9 to that, then you have a total of 14/9, right? So my problem is 14/9 is improper. It's top heavy, right? So 9 goes into 14 once. How many left over? Well, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I hit my head because a lot of students sometimes miscount. 5 are left over out of the 9ths. Okay? If you want to see it in division mode, then 9 goes into 14 once. You subtract, you get 5. 5 is the remainder, 9ths is the divisor. 1 5/9. If you have any trouble making your improper fractions into mixed numbers or whole numbers, come and see me and I'd be glad to help. Thanks a lot. Bye.